that you are live.
Hi, my name's Katie. I'm from Manchester in the UK. My channel is Kate Kookaburra, which is basically a cycling focused channel. It started off to do with like eating disorders, and that's kind of how I found the vegan lifestyle. And then now it's just completely on cycling and cycling related adventures. So that is what my channel's about.
Awesome. You had an eating disorder in the past?
Yeah, I was bulimic for 2 or 3 years maybe. Just horrific. It was just like the lowest point of my life, and then I came across like veganism, Harley and Freely, and just the best possible thing that could have ever have happened. This lifestyle is just amazing, and yeah, I guess that's what made me vegan.
Great. And cycling came afterwards?
Yeah. I was always into running, and then when I went vegan, I put weight on because I'd been restricting for so long, put a little bit of weight on, and running was really difficult. I like injured my back, and I was like, oh my god, what am I going to do? And then I went to Adelaide, I was travelling, and Harley was like, oh, we should get you a bike, and I was like, yeah, let's get a bike, like, that'd be great. So we got a bike, and I was horrific. Like, I was in the bike shop, spent all this money on a road bike, and I was like, how do you use the gears? And the guy in the shop was just like, you'll figure it out. So I was like completely like new to cycling. I had a mountain bike, and it was just like so heavy, and I found it really difficult. And then I got the road bike and was just in love with this bike. It was just like the best thing. I was like, how have I not found this earlier? It was just insanely fun. And then from then it was just like I remember doing my first 60k, and it was like this big deal. It was like 30k out to the beach and 30k back, and it was just like, wow, this is like amazing. I've done like 60k, and I think from then it's just like pushing like your limits of how far you can go and how much you can climb, and I guess that's the fun of it.
Nice. And so have you been in a relationship since you've been vegan with your partner?
No, we were together for about a year ago maybe. Met him through running actually. It was at a running club, and he had a bike and he wasn't really cycling, and then we just ended up like running and cycling and stuff like that. But yeah, he's vegan as well. He's been vegan since he was like a teenager, so he's
nice.
Yeah.
So did you date anybody that wasn't vegan while you were vegan?
Yeah, I think, I can't remember. Yeah, but it could never be something I would want to do long term, I don't think, because
Yeah, I was curious, so how is that technically? Like, how do you deal with that?
What, with being with a meat eater?
Yes.
I think if that person is open-minded, then I think it's potentially something that you could deal with and work on. But I think if that is, I personally couldn't be with someone that's got meat in the fridge or in the freezer, or I guess it is quite difficult. But then I know people, like some of my friends here are with people who are meat eaters, so they were together before that person went vegan, and then that other person is still, does that make sense? Sorry, I'm just waffling. So they're together, and it's just kind of like, I guess you just get used to it. I think it depends more on the person.
Okay.
So.
Awesome. Is YouTube your occupation, or do you have a job at home?
I have a job.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm a journalist for a big newspaper.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's great. That's
fun.
different. I haven't heard that one
No,
yet.
yeah.
All right. So to wrap it up, what do you think the best advice ever given to you was? With anything in life, just like something that stuck with you the longest, that could really help somebody get somewhere positive in life. If you had to say something to them, like the best word of advice you'd pass on to someone else.
It's a really tough question on the spot. I'm like, oh. I think because I came from an eating disorder and weight was everything that I was bothered about and how I looked. I remember Harley once saying to me, if the whole world was blind, who would you impress? And I was like, that just struck something with me, and I was like, oh, I don't know, that's always stuck in my head. So I kind of like that quote.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so very much.
Thank you
I really
so
appreciate
much.
your time,
No
and
worries,
I'm really grateful to have met you.
Oh, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this, oh, you still
Go ahead.
And this guy was beasting it up Doorstep this morning, like honestly smashing it up there. So honestly, inspiration guy. Like,
Awesome.
cycling is amazing.